SMT Nation, we are back. Nation, we typically cover in great detail T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T and their quarterly earnings. But we really can't make it a complete industry without mentioning Charter Communications, which is Spectrum, and also Xfinity, which is Comcast. So let's do that. I'm going to do this over the course of a couple of videos. Let's do the Charter one today. A link for the Charter Communications newsroom where they have their kind of like news drop on the quarterly numbers. I'll provide that link in the description. Ways to support us can be found there as well. Please do like and share this video. Subscribe if you're new here and turn on the bell notifications icon to never miss an upload from the SMT. All right, folks, here's how we're going to do this. We're going to talk broadband, which is their core business, right? Their home internet customers. We're also going to talk a little bit about their wireless business. And then we're going to get into kind of like the end, which we'll just quickly talk their TV, right? Because that's basically the core of their business. Charter is a connectivity company, a little bit different than Comcast, which also has some entertainment and some media. So here are the key takeaways from the quarter. All right. First of all, I think it has to be said and maybe worth celebrating for some people. Charter Communications, if it wasn't for the dismantling and unfunded situation of the ACP, Charter Communications, Spectrum, would have had gains in home broadband. The reason why this is important is because we have been monitoring 5G home internet growth, and it's been a renaissance period for companies like T-Mobile specifically, also Verizon, and to a lesser extent, but more so recently, AT&T with Internet Air. So we've been watching this. Those segments of those companies have been growing at a great pace. Some are calling for the honeymoon period to be over, things to get boring, stale, not grow as much, those types of things. So we're monitoring that closely. According to these results from Charter, it looks like possibly the days of losing customers could be over. So in Q3, I think a year ago, I think Charter was at a loss in customers, right? And then you got the losses in ACP, right? Over the course of the last couple quarters kind of rearing their ugly head. But it looks like those losses don't exist anymore, right? So with ACP kind of now behind us in a way, right? The initial loss, there's broadband sub growth for Charter. Now, what Charter has been doing is a little bit different, right, than some of the other businesses. The thing about Charter is they've been building. They've been increasing the reach and the breadth of their network in new organic areas, right, in places where new homes are being built, in newly developed neighborhoods, newly developed cities, and smaller communities, which I think was really what was giving them the edge compared to like Comcast, for example, right? Charter's network getting bigger, going into new places, gives them the potential to lock in those new customers. And once you've got them, you're good, right? And in those instances, Charter's building fiber, right, in these new builds. So it was clearly to their advantage to kind of operate in that fashion. And I think it's showing off, right, in this instance. So that's really good. They're also doing a lot of upgrades. And some of those upgrades have been pushed back. Some of the mid-split upgrades we've talked about and DOCSIS upgrades. I don't know about cost per upgrade. Some estimate that these high splits and things like that cost somewhere between $100 per home passed, based on those upgrades, whatever the case may be. It's getting delayed. This project was supposed to, I think, either be done by the end of 25 or mid 25 or something. Those lofty goals, I think, were in place a couple of years ago. Those are kind of on the shelf. They're actually pushing the expected completion of these projects to be closer to like 27, right? So I don't know if that's beginning of 27, end of 27, but that kind of lets you know those upgrades that are supposed to make the uplink faster and the downstream faster and stuff like that. Some people may be waiting on these a little bit longer. Now, to think about the wireless side of the business, where it gets interesting, Charter added 545,000 mobile lines in Q2, right? In Q3, they ended with 9.4 million mobile lines, right? This is crazy, right? they continue to add these huge number of lines. Now this is where things are interesting for this. Charter's wireless ARPU, average revenue per user, is increasing. That means customers are taking more premium plans, right, compared to previous years. The Charter Unlimited Plus premium plan has some uptake. Okay, so that's really encouraging because those are the plans that they'll make actual money on. So I want you to think about it from this respect. Your mobile lines are increasing by 545,000, right? You now have 9.4 million mobile lines. It looks like you're able to upsell them to premium plans where you get a better network experience. It's more premium, right? Faster data, more data, whatever, right? So does it really matter, about old losses? You're kind of moving forward. Yeah, you're losing pay TV customers. They're saying that it's better than expected. I think they lost 281,000. The expected was minus 375,000. They've got some answers. They've improved their video strategy from what I could tell, with Max, Disney Plus, Peacock, Paramount Plus, ESPN Plus, all these different packages that you could pay for a la carte, right? But I think Charter's in a good place. I think it's time. I don't know. I don't give financial advice, but investors are always looking at these things. I think there's upside here from this point moving forward, even with fixed wireless access growth. I think Charter's I think they've stabilized the business. They know the direction they're going in, and whatever pain over the last couple of years they've endured, I think they're out of those doldrums. I think there's upside from here for the company. Things are looking pretty good. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comment section below. What are the strengths and weaknesses of this company? How'd they do? What do you expect from them moving forward? Drop me a line in the comment section. You are the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.